Hello everyone, this is Toby with Birdsong Studios. I hope you all are well today. Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. I appreciate your time, your attention, and as always, your openness to these messages. So as you can see, we are looking at energies around the new moon in Virgo that occurs on September 14th at 9:42. That is Eastern Standard Time in the United States. And with this new moon, of course, new moons are a fantastic time for setting new intentions, for working on your manifestations. And we are at this point, of course, we just closed up this 2-week cycle following the full moon in Pisces. And Pisces is the sign of I believe. And with that moon, and the corresponding, all of these retrogrades that we're having. We just ended the retrograde in Venus. We are closing the Mercury retrograde. I think that Mercury goes direct on the 15th, so the day after this new moon. So this has definitely been a major time of reevaluation, reflection, reviewing, reorganizing. I'm hearing revaluing too. So with the full moon, Pisces is the I believe sign. So there was definitely a lot of energies around reevaluating what our beliefs are and who we believe ourselves to be, how we fit into the world, and not as if we need to fit in, but how we see ourselves in the world, the roles that we play, what we believe about ourselves, what we believe about others, what we believe about the world and the collective in general. So a lot was definitely revealed under that full moon. And now we're at the sign of Virgo, and Virgo is I analyze. And so with this new moon, we're really being we have this beautiful buildup. As you can see here, I'm very much drawn to the separate dots here, and this weaving path that is rising upward. And this path that we've taken in reevaluating so many aspects of ourselves, and how that then fits together within the life that we want to live. And then possibly counter to that, how does it or does it not fit into the life or fit within the life that we are living currently. So with this new moon in Virgo, again, Virgo is I analyze. New moons are for definitely a time of setting the intentions and putting forth manifestation energy into a new beginning. And now it's from this place of great reevaluation. And so, in addition, Virgo is the sign of healing. It is the sign of being in service to others. So there's that intricate weaving of what we believe about ourselves to be true, and analyzing then how does that fit, or does it provide a smooth layering upon how we are living our lives currently, or is there dissonance there? Is there roughness there in the fabric that's created? And so does that need to be pulled apart? This is the analyzation part. Does that need to be pulled apart and reconfigured? Rewoven, as it may be. Okay, so let's go to the cards. Let's see what comes through that will be that we need to know at this time, and that will be of assistance for us as we move through these energies. Certainly there's a lot going on in the collective, a lot of going on in the outer world. In addition, oh my gosh, look at this. See, what did I say about this interweaving, or do they not interweave? Did you see how they didn't want to go together? This is what I was talking about you know, with what you've learned about yourself, does that fit then within the life that you've created, or do things need to be broken down and rebuilt around what you discovered and not the other way? And that's why I kept hesitating with the language of fitting in, and I think that's exactly what we need to analyze and what we need to take a close look at. Do we feel like we are fitting ourselves in somewhere? And instead of that, how can our lives be built around what we know to be true about ourselves and what we need for ourselves? This is that point of analyzation that we're being afforded supportive energies for. And honestly, it's not just supportive energies, but this is really a critical time for all of us to make these decisions. We are all at points in time when we really are, as a collective, in a very historic period. I mean, we have this opportunity for ascension and for really learning about ourselves, learning about what humanity is here for, and what we are as individuals here for. Why are we here? What are our soul contracts, and what are our purpose? What is our purpose? So there really is this beautiful invitation to view these energies. Yes, there can be chaos that comes from it, but from chaos, something new is created from what is brought down by the chaos. So there is a great invitation for us to view it as an opportunity to create something brand new, or to do a little bit of rearranging. Maybe it isn't necessary to create something totally brand new, but just to renew a certain area of your life so that it all comes in greater alignment with who you are at your core and who and how you want to be going forward. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, the authentic self. Look at that. It's card number 38, which reduces down to 11. Absolutely, this is what I was just talking about. This is our opportunity, and when I was talking about the chaos and kind of the destruction or the cleansing maybe that comes from that, I was actually being shown like a whiteboard and wiping it off and then restarting, almost as whether that's your list. That's very Virgo, very much a Virgo energy, creating lists, being very organized, but it's and even the aspect of cleansing, whether it is cleaning something tangible and physical like cleaning your house. Virgo is an earth energy, so it does relate very much to those tangible aspects of life. But it's this energy of cleansing and then building from there. And so with this card, we are being shown exactly what I was talking about with the removal of the masks. First, there's the recognition of the masks, and that came from the I believe period with the last full moon in Pisces. This was kind of a culmination point of it. Well, we had the full moon in Pisces, and then we are going to have a full moon in Aries coming up, which will be in a couple weeks from now. I think it's on the 29th. But this is the point of analyzation with this new moon, of setting intentions that are actually based around what we've come to know and what we now believe to be true about ourselves. So that then when we move into Aries full moon, that is the I am. So that we can then move forward into this I am state, being so confident in those statements because we've removed the masks. Through this process, we've removed the masks, and we can truly be our authentic self and feel strong and powerful and empowered in those I am statements. And so this new moon period is such a wonderful time for us to set forth these manifestations around or built upon who we are now. So what needs to be cleansed, what needs to be removed, what masks need to fall away in order for us to step into that I am presence of self. Interesting, and then they just got really quiet. So also the Virgo is associated with the Hermit card in the tarot. It is very much one of wisdom, but one who takes the time for inner reflection and takes time in stillness and in solitude in order to truly gain the space and the openness that's needed to receive the messages, receive the messages from guides, from source, from the divine, from our cosmic team, but also from our higher self, from our inner knowing. This is really beautiful. And and I'm being also guided to remind us that this is also going on in the outer world as well, on a collective level. So interesting, as I mentioned the Hermit card, the other part about that is not being distracted by what's going on in the outer world. Very much being I'm picturing the Hermit it's in this deck. Oh, let's see. Well, maybe he'll come out rather than take time to find the card for you, but he's the figure is standing with a lantern outside of his cave. And so there's a reminder here to not to shut yourself away completely and be oblivious to what's going on in the outside world, but maybe take your lantern out and every once in a while go take a peek at what's going on, but to not get sucked into the drama and the chaos of that, and then retreat back into one's own sacred space for this time. Because again, as has already been brought up, it is a powerful time for manifestation. And so we want to be very, very careful, very discerning, very intentional in our energy and what we're focused on, because the energy that we're focused on is what we're manifesting. No matter what we have going on in our mental space, our thoughts might be one thing. Our thoughts might be words that to us are in higher alignment with that which we really want to create. But if our energy is focused on chaos and drama and lower vibrational activities going on, that's the energy we'll be in, and that overrides whatever words are in our thought space. So being very intentional with that, especially at this time. Well, really going forward from here, this is something that we are continuously being invited to work on and to put into place in our personal practice, because not only, again, does it, Virgo is the sign of being in service, so when we work in that way with our own energy, that does ripple out to the people around us and then to the collective as well. So we're building that groundswell of positive, uplifting energies, this higher vibrational energy point in the collective field. And that's what helps to, it's the propulsion for the change that we are wanting to experience. Okay, so we're going to go to the Star Tarot. Actually, not just yet. Let's do a card from the Gaia Oracle. Again, Virgo is an earth sign. You guys have certainly heard me talk a lot about new earth energies. And this is also, if we take this, again, whether it's on an individual or a collective level, this is what we're talking about doing. We're talking about the the changes in our personal frequency, and I'm hearing alignments that are going to allow us to stay in alignment with these new earth frequencies so that we are able to move into the new earth fully. Because of course new earth is a frequency, it is a vibration, it's already here for us. It's us that are learning the skills and gaining the tools and gaining the awareness in order to stay within that frequency. Oh wow, moonlight, travel, romance, potential. It's card number 36. I'm really getting, yeah, although it does, the card does indicate travel, what I'm really getting is this traveling between what I was just talking about, the stillness of being able to maintain one's stillness. And I'm really drawn to the water, and so being able to maintain one's stillness of like emotional equanimity is what I'm hearing during this time frame is going to be really important. And that does speak back to what we talked about with maintaining your energy field and not allowing it to be manipulated or altered or influenced greatly by anything going on in the external world, in the collective. Because, again, going back to the energetic manifestations, because, and this goes back to potential mentioned here on the card, because we are at this beautiful point of potential. Well, we are in every moment, right? Every moment has the potential, in every moment we have the potential to manifest something new. But we manifest from our point, our energetic frequency in that particular moment. So recognizing that and being in stillness so that you can be aware of where you are vibrating is what I'm hearing. But I'm seeing it on a scale of frequencies. So where is your energy on that energetic frequency scale in that particular moment? And that is your point of manifestation. Oh, wow. The Enchanted Forest. Yes, we have 2 9s. Look at this, 36 and 27. So this is reaching a culmination point in this cycle. And absolutely, because we are talking about that from the get-go, right? From moving from the Pisces full moon of I believe to the new moon in Virgo of I analyze. So creating these manifestations, creating this action plan of how we're going to integrate now what we believe about ourselves to be true, what is true about ourselves, so that we can step cleanly and more clearly from a point of clarity, from a point of aligned energetic frequency into the I am of the Aries full moon coming at the end of the month. And that is the that is the start of the this new cycle. So 9, we're closing in on the end of the cycle. 10 is a completion number. It's interesting, I had to pause there because I keep getting this sense of the Aries full moon being in the past. So some of you may feel this overlap between this new moon energy, and you're already, I'm feeling that some of you are already feeling the Aries, the I am energy of the Aries full moon coming. And here's where the retrogrades come into play. The retrogrades, because, and this is a beautiful thing that you're already feeling this, you're feeling solidly who you are and who you want to be going forward. You've removed the masks, or you're very much working on that and have gotten to almost a point of completion about it. The retrogrades are offering us an additional time frame of being able to just take another look at it. Just take another look at who we are and how we want to move forward with this. With the enchanted forest, of course, we've got the earth energy of the forest, but the other aspect of this is in these manifestations, and an important aspect is the aspect of magic and excitement. Again, as we're doing these, working on our manifestations, whether we're doing it from a point of well, there's the reminder that, again, we just talked about, that we're always manifesting in every moment. So we are definitely being invited to take it to a new level of intentionality and our energetic frequency and where our energy is residing in every moment as much as possible, being very present and aware of our energy and how we're feeling in that moment, doing the things that are going to allow us to raise our frequency, our vibration, if it is not feeling aligned with how we want to feel going forward. And this is where the excitement and the mystery and the magic comes in. This aspect of play, this aspect of recognizing the magic, the magical potential in every moment. And look at the two full moons. Again, this is bringing us back to the full moon in Aries at the end of the month. This time period, this 2-week period, really is a period of magic and excitement. And so there is a great invitation to be excited about it and to not look at this time frame with I'm feeling a lot of pressure or responsibility, because again, in each moment, the energy that we are embodying is the energy that we are going to be manifesting from. So the more we can move into this sense of excitement and childlike enthusiasm for the potential, the magic that is available for us in every moment, the more we are going to bring that sense of play and joy and lightness into future moments, because that's what we are magnetizing towards us. But yes, I'm definitely feeling this strong sense of the link between, and of course there always is, between a new moon and the following full moon. But there's something in this time frame where we're really being asked to look very deeply. Where is there any place where we are still holding a mask, where we are not showing our authentic self to the world? So we're going to, whoops, I didn't even shuffle. We're going to go to the tarot. Don't really want to shuffle very well either, do they? It's probably my hands. It's kind of early in the morning. So bear with me for a moment here. Let's get one good shuffle in. I've shuffled these previously, so fear not. Okay. What else do we have about this new moon in Virgo? Really feel, again, I'm really drawn to the dots in this light language sigil that was channeled for this new moon for us. It's really connecting the dots here, creating a plan of action that's going to allow for this upward flow, for us to bring things together in an integrated fashion, creating pulling all the pieces together of what we've been creating so that it can set forth in a unified fashion, so that we are moving forward in a unified, integrated fashion with this full moon in Aries to state I am with confidence. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Lovers and the Hierophant. Wow. Well, the Hierophant is very interesting, okay, because the Hierophant is associated with the sign of Taurus, and we have the Taurus full moon towards the end of October. I don't think that's not the main message for this, though. The main message that I'm getting is because the Hierophant is based or can be reflective of a tradition or it can be about teaching as well, but tradition in regards to sometimes organized religion or how we organize or have organized or the beliefs we've held about spirituality, religion, our beliefs. So again, going back to the Pisces, right? I believe. So this is that time for creating new, and with this, the point of manifestation and setting intentions has been really powerful during this reading. And so I feel like this is what he's creating. He's setting forth. Look at how we have this kind of flowing symbol in front of him. This almost labyrinth. It is like a labyrinth that is set down in front of him. It really reminds me of this on the light language sigil. But he's actually creating, or has created, this set of this structure of beliefs around spirituality, around this set of rules almost around his beliefs and what he believes to be true. Very much connected to the divine, the spirit realm. Okay, so I'm going to shift over here for a second and then we'll bring it together. So the Lovers, this is associated with the sign of Gemini. Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury. And again, we talked about Mercury being in retrograde currently. Mercury will go direct on the 15th, I believe. So the day after this new moon. And the Lovers, traditionally in the tarot, represented it was the card of the choice. The Lovers, to me, though, of course, can represent a partnership, a love relationship, finding divine union, but it can also be finding divine union within oneself. Okay, so what is the new, what beliefs and manifestations are you laying down now that are creating this set of rules? Keeps coming up, but that's not really the word. I can't think of the right word. The set of values, this set of this structure that allows you to be in this integrated state, and this is metal, being solid about that. There is something about being unwavering in what you've learned about yourself. There's room to move within it, of course, and it's not that this is not ever going to change in the future, but what you know to be true about yourself at this time, being unwavering about that, being authentic. And this is the point where you are able to integrate the aspects of self, to unite with your higher self, and to be able to move forward from that place of unification. And this is where this sense of unconditional love comes to oneself, but it comes through you from the divine. When you're in this integrated state of acceptance of self, then you're able to offer that to others. And so I see the Hierophant as not being an external energy to you, but being an internal energy, being your own Hierophant, being willing to put these structures in place and hold yourself within that, not in a restrictive sense, but in a sense of being very, very sure, very, very certain of who you are and who you are going to be going forward. Again, as we move into this Aries full moon, the I am of yourself. Okay, let's see. I've been talking for a long time. Okay, sorry guys. All right, let's do a Life Soul Vision Oracle to kind of wrap this up. Oh my gosh, my stomach is making horrible growly noises. It is rather early and I haven't had enough coffee. Sorry guys. She's a rumbling. Okay. Yeah, I've got the Spirit Wolf here on the split of the deck. Certainty of trust. And I definitely get this kind of lone wolf energy, and that's not to say that one would be lonely or one would always be alone, but just being willing to stand in who you are, who you know yourself to be, and that taking priority. That sense of authenticity and being in integrity with oneself, that taking priority. Spirit bear, ancestral protection. Oh wow, it's beautiful. And look, see we have the bear here too in the Hierophant. Ooh, wow, I got major chills with that. Yeah. I believe the Taurus full moon coming up at the end of October is an eclipse too, so I feel like that's coming through here, but not so much that as what we talked about with the importance of your energetic frequency. Look, we have 2 38s. Yes. Because your energy, you can say all kinds of words and think all kinds of thoughts about who you are and who you want to be and in what ways you're being true to yourself. But if you are not feeling that on an energetic level, those thoughts, those words mean nothing. You have to actually embody it. This is the energetic conversation because we are in a constant energetic conversation with the divine, with the universe, with the collective, with the earth. The energy we are embodying, that's what speaks. That's what manifests. That's what defines our experience. So being very, very intentional and discerning with the energy that you are embodying, the energies you're exposing yourself to, the energies you are ingesting in whatever form that is. And then there's this beautiful, beautiful reminder of your spiritual protection, your ancestral protection as well during this time. And again, okay, we have to find the Hermit card because look at those lanterns. This is the same type thing, and they're like, well, we've got the 2 of Cups here on the bottom. But again, this is the unification with your higher self. Let me show you this card. See, like the cliff, I can't talk, the cliff dwellings in the background here. That reminds me so much of the Hermit cave. All right. Oh, look at this. It's just right here. Oh my gosh, I didn't have to go too far. And then the Hanged One. Okay. Seeing this from a different perspective as well. And I feel like you guys are that was a big part of the reason for the reading today, is being able to see this succession of moon cycles from a different perspective, of being able to see the succession of the I believe to the I analyze to then the I am. And here's the Hermit. See how he's holding that lantern? But he's outside his cave because he steps out. Really, I'm seeing the lantern and this image being stepping out of the cave after being within it. This is the moving, we are in the cave, so to speak, right now, but the stepping out is what happens at the Aries full moon. And so recognizing that you are very much protected and guided by your ancestors at this time, that there is, we talked in the beginning about our purpose and our contract, that we have come here, and our ancestors are here to remind us that we have come here at this time for a reason. We signed up to be here at this time. And again, there is this greater purpose in this greater purpose of the ascension of humanity, and the unification with our higher self, this connection to the divine, this ascension into higher dimensions. And allowing that purpose to guide us, to be this light that is shining in the dark. Well, I feel like we kind of went off on a tangent there, but I apologize if it feels that way to you guys. All right, where are we going to put the Hermit? We're going to put him over here. And again, number 9. We have 3 9s. We have 2 11s, 2 38s, a 5, a 6, that's 11, and then 8 with 26. And again, I just get the sense that I of stillness and silence and the need for that. So I would highly recommend under this new moon that you allow yourself some time to sit in silence, to sit in stillness, to allow your ancestors to speak with you, to create that space, and with the awareness that you are moving, that your energy speaks volumes. It really does define your experience and will define your reality going forward. Your perspective is very important at this time. So being very intentional with how you're viewing yourself and things around you, and being willing and courageous in stepping forward towards this I am energy. And courage, because there is vulnerability involved in that. As we remove these masks, yes, we are expressing our authentic self, and it's liberating, and there is vulnerability in that as well, right? But that vulnerability is what is needed, and being asked of all of us at this time, and allowing ourselves to experience that from a place of excitement and liberation and joy, rather than fear or reticence or anxiety or apprehension. Okay, guys, I am going to leave it here. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you again so much for your time, your attention, your openness to these messages. I greatly appreciate you all, and wishing you a wonderful new moon. Sending you so much love. Thank you.